Oh, wow. All right. Welcome to the Holiday Podcast. All right. This is it. This is the long Y'all know the words of that song. Hello, listeners. Oh my goodness. This is the Highly Doubted Podcast, and you already know. I ain't even gotta say it. You see it. You already see what it is. You see that number? You know that number right there? Yeah, bing, ding, ding, ding. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, this is wonderful, and this is why the High Doubted Podcast, even in its milestone episode, is still a work in progress, because I'm your host, KQ Dog, and Whitley ain't here yet. Whitley not even here. See, now I'm gonna give her grace, because we were having discussions before we aired, and I was gonna say, I told her, I said, hey, we're gonna wait. You know, we're gonna make sure everybody's here, accounted for, because this is, you already know, I just said it. And look here, we here, Whitley ain't here, and that's partially my fault. And I jumped the gun, but hey, I'm excited. Can you not hear it in my voice? Now we have, and Whitley's gonna be upset, but we'll get to her when she gets on. You already know how she's going. But we have a special guest, special voice, the only one that I felt was proper to even be with us tonight, whenever you're listening for this episode. Oh gosh, how do I introduce? Oh my goodness, I'm nervous. Listeners, how do I do this? I have an educator with me. I have a mentor with me. I have a loyal listener, one of the most loyal listeners of the High Doubted Podcast with us, my mama. Now, my mama, but she is also known as Ms.Gee, and that's how I'm gonna refer to her as for the rest of this podcast, because that's how it's gonna be for this episode. She ain't my mama, she Ms.Gee, so that's just how we're gonna do it. So, yes, how are you doing, Ms.Gee?
I am very, very excited. I'm very excited, and I'm humbled to be a part of the very special podcast tonight. The special number. What number podcast is it again? 100. That is so fantastic. That is fantastic. So I'm happy to be here. I'm super proud of you. Yeah, Whitley, I'm sure she's handling some major co-hosting business, and then she'll be here post-haste so that I could spread love on her as well. You all have been doing a fantastic job, and I'm so very blessed and thankful and excited to be here with you for the 100th episode of Highly Doubted Podcast.
Yes, and as we are doing that, I am trying to get Whitley on right now. She has decided to use a different platform for this episode. Look at her trying to be special and stuff. I gotta be special with this link. All right, send link here. Send link here. Look at you taking up time and energy on the podcast that should be for us and our greatness. All right, Whitley shall be on shortly. Hold on. Whitley? No, she's not on yet. Okay. Yeah, so yes, guys, this is episode 100. This is the episode that I have been, me and Whitley, come on, girl. We have been working so hard for. You know, this is like our Grammy episode. You know what I'm saying? We on stage for a good hour just talking about us. If you thought we were talking about other people on this podcast, we are not. We are not talking about anybody but ourselves, because that's the only people that deserve this episode is us. And I definitely wanted my Ms.Gee to be on with us because she has listened to the podcast. She has been a loyal fan of the podcast, and we are just gonna get into some nostalgia for real. I mean that's really what it's gonna be about. And as soon as I get Whitley on here, I'm gonna cuss her out. No, I'm not. She is all right. All right. Sent the link to the right one, so she should be here. Look at her. We should all just stop talking and just be like, oh, this is the end of the podcast. Thank you for episode 100 and all the listeners. Oh, Whitley, you're here. Too late. You missed it. Too late. All the praise and all the flowers are mine, and I ain't sharing. So.
Whitley would not go for that. She would expect a whole nother hour to begin right then.
Yes, she would. It's interesting. I just announced the special voice and the special guest of the episode, and it's already apparent. I already said what I said, but we have Whitley. She's here. She's the real star here.
I am not.
You are. We are.
Hey, Whitley, congratulations on the 100th episode. Girl, y'all were doing a fantastic job.
Hey.
Yes. This is about us, Whitley. This is about us and what we done did and how we done did it and all the things in between that. So, we don't have topics because the topics is about us and the episodes that we done did and the episodes that we want to. I don't know. It's a free for all. Episode 100. We are at the road. We are at the end of the road. First things first. How do you feel, Whitley? How you feeling?
I don't know. I feel exhausted.
You tired. Come on. How do you feel from episode 5, which was Birds of a Feather, to 100?
I don't know. We talked about a lot of things, a lot of recklessness. So
So I want to, well, first of all, before we get all into the hoopla and hoopla everything, I want to do how we do things properly here at the Highly Dotted Podcast. When we have a special voice, when we have a special guest, we want to get into them and who they are and what they're about. So I don't want to we are going to get into us. Let's not get that twisted. That is setting the tone for that. But Ms.Gee, I would love for you to take the time to introduce yourself formally and what you do and, all the things about you.
Oh, wow. Well, I was wondering if I was going to get a text that was talking about topics or something for the 100th episode, or if we were just going to come off the top of the dome. And I should have known, knowing my son, I was going to be expected to come off the top of the dome. So I am a California girl, just like my son is a California son. He's a Bay Area person, but I'm a Southern California person. We, moved from California to North Carolina, which is where he met the wonderful Walla Whitley, his wonderful co-host, and all of his friends and people and that lifestyle. And I don't know. And then I decided it was time for me to take a different turn and leave this country that we call the United States of America just for a spell. Thankfully, my darling son landed back home in Oaktown to be able to do his California thing, to allow me to be a bit of a digital nomad and travel for a bit before I had to bounce back here. And what do? I'm an educator. As KQ said, I've been teaching people for years, mostly English. And yeah, I study Africa and culture and spirituality and politics and stuff. And proud to be the guardian and parent of KQ Dog.
KQ Dog.
How about that?
You are not just his mother. You are me, Chelsea's mother.
Well, see, here's the thing. I was putting that to the side because Miss Kess was giving me a chance to, I don't know, ramble on. But yes, because he said, well, Kesh, you said it was going to be about you and Walla, but let's remember there have been many iterations of hosts. Birds of a Feather wasn't just the two of you, was it?
No,
it was not.
It was Chelsea.
Chelsea as well, right? The three of you had quite a chemistry in the beginning. It was hilarious and fantastic, and that set the tone. So yeah, it was like being on the cedar bark block and having the three of y'all in your room talking and doing all of the things like you would always do, but opening it up to the world so they could hear y'all's personalities and sense of humor and take on things. And it's been really, I'm not exactly your target audience. I say that all the time. Like, yes, you're not doing this podcast for your mama. I'm just listening because I love you and I'm listening, but I know I'm not the target audience, but you all do a really good job of casting a wide. When y'all go off on the deep end about the doggone video games and gaming stuff. Otherwise, and of course, yes, my son does respect me, so I get a fair warning when y'all are going to do your little XXX episodes. He'll give me a fair warning, so I skip on those.
I'm like, Mama, don't. That literally before those even happened, I'm like, Mama, don't listen to this episode.
Yep, I don't, and I appreciate the warning. I know because y'all deserve to be able to live y'all's best life and be unencumbered and not think somebody's mom is listening to you. So go ahead and be free. But for the most part, I absolutely look forward to it. Enjoy. I'm so proud of what y'all are doing, and look forward to y'all doing more. And Whitley, you a hot mess. We'll get into that later. You are a hot flaming Cheeto.
That's
mess.
Always says that you begin.
Let's not waste no time. Let's get right into your mess. Let's get right into your foolishness.
I've never thought about it. This is basically us sitting in your room, chilling.
Yeah.
Like we will always do.
I think the beauty of it was really like we could talk on a podcast and we can have the chemistry and have all the fun, but the work is to be consistent. The work is keep doing this week after week after month. Okay, it's a year now. Like, because the thing is, right, for you listeners, me and Willie talk all the time. We talk after the podcast. We talk before the podcast.
Sometimes we literally have to stop ourselves and make conversations on the phone. Like, no, we can't talk about this. We can't talk
about this. Look at us podding. Look at us podding right now. Let's stop talking to each other. We gotta wait till the podcast.
Get on the game. We're not doing this.
So there's just moments where we really just have to structure our content and structure just what's personal, right? There's a lot of things that I'm gonna say we've talked about that is relevant. People are talking about it. It's the hottest thing on the net or on the internet or whatever. And me and Willie talk about it. I ain't talking about it on the podcast because I don't want to talk on the podcast because I ain't talking about that. I don't feel like talking about that. That is low hanging fruit that I like to talk about personally and give my personal opinions on. I'm not sharing it with y'all. But if I do, then that's where things are going to be happening post 100 to where that will be content. And that's really just what I like about this whole process is, like, I keep saying it, but we're at 100, Whitley. Like, we are at 100. And before I get to that, shout out to Chelsea. Shout out to Cameron. I love both of y'all. Y'all have been dope. Y'all were amazing. I wish y'all could be available to do the podcast today, but I know how y'all are. I know what time it is. But I definitely wanted to take the time to say thank you guys. Thank you so much for contributing, and thank you for all the special guests and friends, not even people who had brands, just people who just wanted on the podcast and talk. Thank you guys for being a part of the Road to 100. Before I even was saying that as a hashtag, like, thank you for just being on the journey. So all of y'all, and I said that in 99, but 100, I'm giving y'all the real flowers. Smell them. Yeah.
You know you're gonna have to say every one of them now.
You know, hey, that's what it got to be. 100. See it, and that's where we are going to take. Where are we at? 15. We're taking a break. We tired. It's a lot of hard work. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we can finally push all the things, the episodes, the people, and their podcast episodes to a different light, to where, you know, they can really get that shine and really get that marketing and stuff like that. We're gonna get into that, but yeah, we've done a lot, Whitley. We've done a lot, and even from just the main timeline, because I say this all the time. This is episode 100, but we've been did past 100 episodes. We have way past 100 episodes especially with the Triple X episodes. So in terms of just like how we are celebrating this, officially we are 100. Nigga, this is 107. This is 110.
Yeah, we did pass that.
We really just taking the time to feel ourselves in this moment of 100, but we already there. We've been there. You know what I'm saying? We are official. Okay, ain't nobody gonna ever come to me and be like, "Oh, podcast." Shut up. Do you know who I am? Look at the catalog. I ain't gotta say nothing. It's 100 episodes of me right there. I ain't gotta say nothing. Get out my face. And the confidence that I'm gonna have with talking about my podcast moving forward is gonna be on a whole nother level. So that's how I'm stepping in California with my podcast. How you stepping with your podcast in North Carolina, Whitley, with 100 episodes under your belt?
I don't even know what you talking about.
This that bullshit. This that Ms.Gee.
All right, so here I go. Now, Whitley, I have noticed, and as what I was saying, you've been stepping up and like wearing that co-host hat. I was like, look at Whitley just dropping things like not only the tagline, but just information, what you were doing, putting him to task, putting to work. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. See, you can't hear me. If there was like you know how Leslie Jones has her she records herself talking to the screen. I mean, I'm not going to do that because that's like extra. But if I were to record myself like talking back to the podcast and I'm listening to it, that would be pretty hilarious as well. Especially, I don't know, was it last episode when you discovered where the puma was?
Listen.
I was like, okay, that girl, something wrong with that girl. But I thought that was hilarious. Listen, here's the thing though. In real time, Whitley, when you were discovering what it was, I was yelling at the phone. I was like, Pumas are dope. Puma shoes are dope. I was like, Puma, that's Erykah Badu's daughter's name with the DLC. Pumas. And you were reading, you're like, oh, wait a second. Oh shit. Oh, I like this. Oh no, this even looks like me. I mean, and it was hilarious. I was like, so I'm gonna get a tattoo. Oh, I'm a Puma. Oh yeah, I can feel this shit. Oh my God. I was like, Willie about to get Puma shoes. She about to get a Puma tattooed on her shoulder. She about to be in Puma mode.
You know what? I should get a Puma tattoo.
No, you should not get a Puma tattoo. No.
At least the symbol of the Puma from the shoes. But anyway, I'm sorry. I don't even encourage you.
Stop it. And this is why I'm saying. That. You're going to have to revise it every 10 years.
Listen, I'd rather her get the Puma tattoo than the men's name tattoo, because that was another part of the conversation. And I didn't realize Kes told me that was a Triple X episode. I didn't realize it was Triple X. I didn't feel offended, so I listened to it all the way through. And when I say I laughed until my belly ached, it was hilarious.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I get a man Dave tattoo. I'm not gonna lie. Nah, I'm not lying. If he said, dude, I'd be like, you want me to get your name tattoo? No, why would you do it? Man? Because
I don't know.
Let me just do it once. You ain't gotta have a whole name.
What?
Let me get an ace. Let me get like an ace of spade or some shit, and the A stand for, you know.
Okay. Well, see, your life is your life, Whitley. So I advise words. You do the action. So if you think that is what you need to do, then go ahead and do that. Be free. Listen. We about to go in 2024, y'all. 2024 is here, depending on when you're listening. So it's just time to live your life, live your truth, live how you want to live, be free and confident. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting up first, stepping up. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that I am stepping up into to where.
Yes, that I had to get on your neck about, but it's okay.
Listen.
We there.
This is a topic, but it's not a topic about nobody else. It's about us, and this is about me, and this is fresh off the racks. Even Ms.Gee don't even know this one. So me right now, today, while we're doing this episode, going into the new year, looking at life, I have been tasked with a new job. I've been tasked with a new job because my last job at UPS, I was let go because it was seasonal and the seasonal time was up. So that was happening in my career. In life, as you guys know, as I talk about in the podcast, my grandfather has been in and out of the hospital and the rehab center and things like that. He is now home. And not to get all the details, because that's family business. If you want to know about family business, it's going to be behind a paywall. But I will say he is not in the best conditions as he should be. He has a lot of weakness to where he's not able to move like he usually is. So I have been tasked with being his help caretaker, right? And that is something that is happening legitly because I've had conversations with my uncle, my father, cousins. It's been a whole family reunion, and today has been a whole family reunion from the morning I've woken up to the time I've gotten on this podcast. That's why we're kind of behind, but it's been a whole family reunion. My grand auntie Linda's here. It is a whole family reunion for my grandfather. And having said that, he's sick, right? His feet is not 100%, so he can't walk. So I have been tasked with moving him around the house, XYZ. I have just got him into bed, and he's sleeping, talking to Miss Linda, or Miss Linda might be sleeping too. But that I've been doing that for the last 2 days. It's been 48 hours since that time has happened, and oh my goodness, I am so happy. I'm so happy. I am so happy this is happening right now. Like, there's a lot of frustration. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of family members who are a little overwhelmed. But when it comes to me being in these conversations and asking me, how do you feel? How do you know what's going on with you? What's going on in your mind? I'm like, man, let's get it. Like, what do you need? Where is that? What do you need? Like, what's up? What you need, huh? Oh, you need some Kleenex? Okay. All right. You trying to go upstairs? Okay, let's go upstairs. Oh, you need to take a shower? All right, let's go. Let's get it. Or it ain't even like none of that for me. Like, I'm up on it, and I think that's like a real positive thing that's making the energy go in the house right now. And I think I'm really the centerpiece right now on that. Like I'm really the anchor for real. Like, it ain't no games. Like, this is family. Like, you can't run from this one. If you ain't in this job, no one doing this job, and it's gonna fall, boy. So I'm really looking at what I'm doing right now is really changing the tide and how family is right now, and I'm loving this shit. This is how I want 2024 to go. And in terms of just compensation, in terms of me being paid for my bills and livelihood and where I'm at, of course, that is already arranged and taken care of, and that's all. But in terms of the work right now, oh my gosh, bro, it's a lot of work. Let's not get it twisted. It's a lot of work. But I would not rather be anywhere else but here, doing what I'm doing for who I'm doing it for. And it's great, especially off of what I said off of episode 99. So this is really like wow. So yeah, that's me. That's OKQ right now.
So KQ, we're recording this now. I don't know when it's going to drop and the general population is going to hear it, but we're recording this on the 5th day of Kwanzaa. Today is Purpose, Nia, right?
Ooh.
So for you to say that you woke up today, from the time you woke up this morning to the time you got on this podcast, that you have been working on the purpose of making sure that your pop is taken care of, family business is handled, all of the needs are met. That is purpose to its highest degree. So I don't know if you were somewhere, I know I'm not with you anywhere, lighting the candles and saying what we're going to do for the year and drinking out of our emoji cup or Kikamoji cup, the Unity cup, but you are doing it. So but when I say you were raised with Kwanzaa and going through the ceremony, but when you're away from it and you're actually in life, those principles are with you because that's manifesting. So I'm super proud of you. You're right. I didn't know about any of that. It does not surprise me. I wouldn't expect anything else from you. But the fact that it manifested on purpose, on purpose, Nia, that's quite special, quite spiritual. So I'm happy that's happening. I'm happy your Aunt Linda's here. Love her. That's the one. You know the story. You want to hear the story?
What is the story?
Aunt Linda, that's Pop's sister. So when I was pregnant with you and she was positive, that's the one I was talking about the trash to. I had to apologize later because I was convinced, Whitley, when Kess was in my stomach, that was going to be my daughter. Oh, this is my little girl. My little daughter's coming and I'm going to have my little my little queen, blah, blah, blah. And Auntie Linda was like, no. She was looking at me. She was like, no, the way you carrying, I'm sure that's a boy. I've always predicted. Well, I was like, you don't know what I have in my belly. I have dreamt about this child, and I know this is my daughter. And I got all indignant. She was like, okay, all right. Well, I've just been predicting for decades now, but you go ahead and go with that. So once my son was born, I had to go back to Miss Linda and say, I'm sorry, my bad. I will never question the elders' knowledge and insight, because she was 100% correct that was a McKinney male that was brewing inside of me. So give thanks and praises.
He said, I know gender. That's a boy.
That was way before gender reveal parties. Didn't nobody have? There was no blue explosions, no pink explosions, none of that. We just had to wait until he was born.
See, that's a great story.
You had to wait.
I mean, yes, we could. It wasn't so long ago that we couldn't have found out the gender. We didn't want to.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, we wanted to wait.
I like that. See, I like that. See, would you wait, Whitley, or would you want to know?
Nah, I need to know.
See,
just like
why?
No. See, no, wait. Let me explain why. Because even when there's packages delivered in the house, I need to know what's in that package. Even if it's not for me, I need to know what's in that package. I open other people's packages knowing it's not my shit. So I can't help it. I need to know what's inside.
I don't understand.
I gotta know. It's gonna drive me insane not knowing.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I feel like I wouldn't mind if me and my wife were to wait. That would be fun.
No.
The anticipation would be amazing. The jokes, the if and ands and buts, it's like no, ooh.
No, see, I need to know. I need to be able to prepare. What if I buy a whole bunch of blues and it's a girl? I can't buy nothing if I don't know nothing.
No, hold on. The budget is the budget, Whitley. The budget is the budget.
No.
So when you figure it out, the budget is still gonna be there. I get preparing. I understand. We're prepared mentally, spiritually, understanding, but decorations and colors and stuff. Even from a color standpoint, it can be generic. It doesn't have to be pink or blue in terms if you want to decorate the crib and stuff. But it will never be pink. Okay, I'm just saying, in terms of just waiting until the actual reveal and then going about preparations for the actual child, because if it's a boy or girl in terms of clothes, then the budget's already there. So we just chilling. We chilling. We making bets. You know what I'm saying? We got money in the pot for 9 months to see who gonna really, who know what, who predicting for real, who really know.
Yeah, while y'all do that, I'ma already know. I'm gonna pretend I don't know.
See, you cheating.
No, I'm not, because it's my child. I'm not cheating.
But you're not gonna be in the bets though.
I don't want to be in a bed. I already know.
Okay, so you can't be around us at all when we making bets because your face and your expressions gonna give away stuff.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No.
I'm
gonna be like, if you think it's a girl, if you think it's a boy,
I'm not messing with you. I'm not playing with you. See, because I'll be the type of person. I put 100 on it. I put 100 on it. Here come Whitley. Okay, if it's a boy, I'll be the if it's a girl. Shut up, Whitley. See.
I'm gonna make you down every bet.
No.
Well, the good thing is now there's options. I just think that technology and this time is giving you options, so you can know or not know, right? And I get the thing that sometimes you want to prepare. If you have a color scheme or theme scheme or whatever, I get that. But the other thing is, and y'all's generation has made this thing, the genderizing of children. Like, it's not fair. Like, you are going there a little bit about the pink and the blue, but that's part of the problem why people are born, because they feel like they were born to sign something. Let them decide who they are and decide what they feel. And that doesn't that lean into whenever they're born, like you can't, how do you know the gender? You say girl, but what if when they're born, they don't feel that way? They don't identify that way, right? So I'm trying to lean into y'all's way of thinking about things.
I ain't thinking like that.
Put people in the boxes, talk about boy or girl. How are you going to assign that child what they are? You don't know, let that child tell you what they are when they come. How about that? Isn't that how this works now? Let them tell you their pronouns.
No. I don't. No. We ain't doing all that.
You ain't doing all that. Come on now. That's what the young people are about now.
No, don't get me started on that. Because I believe all that. Like there's some. I be sitting cast these videos of like actual gay guys, and like them explaining like, oh, that's bull crap. And I'm like, see, even the gays, they even say the same thing. It is a made up thing that everybody was bored during COVID. And they was like, I'm a them. What do you mean you're a them? You mean you psycho? You got voices in your head? Like,
nope. People need to be able to self-identify, self-express. Just in the same way that you want to be able to identify and self-express, we need to allow other people the same freedoms.
That's the educational person talking out of you.
That's okay. Yeah, there's legalities involved with this shit. Heck yeah, that's right. You called it. That's right. Professional educator, you have to respect everybody's right to identify and all of the things because yes, exactly. Yes.
Oh.
That's made up. That means you got
this
multiple
is where Whitley
voices.
shines because
what's that? What is that thing? That mental disorder? What is it? When they have different personalities. Yeah, different personalities.
Schizophrenic.
Yes.
Schizophrenia or bipolar.
Yeah. Yeah, that one. Yeah, those. That's what y'all are. That's all it is. It's unclassified bipolar or unclassified schizophrenia. So you got multiple voices in your head. One is a guy and one is a girl, and you just talking to them. You're crazy. I'm sorry.
See, but what if the concept is there is no guy, there is no girl, it's just humanity? Like, we came up with these concepts are abstract and socially bound, they're not real. I mean, we have genitalia, but genitalia doesn't make you a this or a that. It's just genitalia, whether you have the plug or the cord, or the plug or the, you know what I mean, one or the other. The socket, the plug or the socket, there we go. But that doesn't mean male or female. It just means, I'm this, don't come on now. Haven't you ever let someone explain to you how they feel about themselves when they're non-binary and all of these things? Haven't you had one of those conversations and been convinced?
No, because non-binary, what the heck is that? No, you're not non-binary.
Well, see, here's where I have an issue with these perspectives, because it's not that I don't. It's not that I can't be. It's that their logic, and their feelings is an oxymoron. Feel however you want to feel. You can identify however you want to identify. However,
And so they have a right to make meaning. They have a right to make meaning, whether you agree with it or disagree with it. They have a right to make meaning for themselves, right?
And I feel like this isn't even one of those things where you have to be this, you have to be that. You can identify however you would like to. I feel like when you are on, let's just say you're on a platform and you're speaking to your truth, right? Sometimes in these booths, it's not a lot of feelings. And when it comes to people's stories, especially Whitley, when stories of people and they want to talk about how they identify with that, I personally don't like to get into it because it's not my realm. But I do like when she does send me these videos of other people in their community having the same questions and the same frustrations, and they verbalize it. Not how I would. They would.
But you can't verbalize it because you're a straight male. So you putting your opinion on it and saying basically that's targeting you and making you seem homophobic or just phobic, period.
Well, here's the thing about phobia. I don't fear.
No, that's not what I'm not saying you do, but that's what they would say you are. Or you're homophobic.
That's my issue. That's it. You feel like I'm homophobic, but I do not. That's not reality. I do not fear you. So now I am battling my logic of what you're calling me against your feelings. And how can we have a constructive, progressive conversation like that? And unfortunately, really leans on feelings. They really lean in on the feelings. Not a lot of logic. Really go in on the feelings. Like they lead, punch, uppercut, overhand, headbutt with feelings. And that's where we, as the people that are against them or across from them when they're speaking,
I'm not against them. I just think they're crazy.
Well, I didn't mean to say against. The person that is standing across from them when they're speaking about what they're speaking to. When we bring logic into the feelings, that is where we sound like whatever, and we are just speaking facts, like we would, like anyone would in this situation, because it comes from logic or something researched or something scientific, and even in those things that we reach in, they put their feelings against it. So that's where we cannot have a progressive, constructive conversation. I say that. That's how I feel the straight male talking to anyone about these type of conversations in that community. I love when you send me videos of people in that community feeling the same way, because that's where I don't feel like I'm labeled as a homophobic person. Your community in certain pockets have the same questions. You have, and that's what I said in a funny way. You ain't got to answer to me. Who am I? I'm nobody. I'm a straight man. I love women. But him, you gonna have to answer to him. Them, you gonna have to answer to she. If they over here having the same questions I am, you can't give them that feelings over there because they like, what you talking about? I'm on the same side as you. Don't give me that. You talking to me now. What does that mean? Tell me. Explain that to me. And if you cannot, then what? What are we doing?
Yes. Well, it's always something happening in the world for people to find a way to, figure out who they are and walk in that truth. And it looks different all the time.
Yeah, it looks different for everybody.
It looks different all the time. Because, listen, well, it was, I don't want to keep dating myself, but yeah, Boy George was shocking when I was young to people, right? They didn't know what to make of Boy George and Culture Club. You have to Google Boy George, right? And, so it's, and then the normalcy now, it's like after a decade or two or three, the things that were once shocking or weird or so unconventional are normalized, and we find out that it wasn't that it was new. It's just that people were hiding in the shadows and in the margins, and now that they're feeling freer to identify, they're, using all the words and all of the pseudo logic, because you're right, Kes, it's emotion filled logic, dip with this, dip with that, emotions with this, but it is what it is. And if that's how somebody's trying to, experience their human existence here, then who am I? Who are we?
Just don't try and convince me. That you could be all that if you want to. Just don't try and convince me, because it's not gonna happen. Like, that's like convincing someone of religion. It's basically the same thing.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, people are gonna feel what they want to feel, but if that's how you feel, go ahead. Just don't get upset about my views on you sound crazy and you need to be heavily medicated.
See, I would be offended by that.
And I'm like, I can't help you because I'm medicated my dang self. So I'm in this community, period. I'm in the heavily medicated, and I'm in the gay community as well. So these emotions versus my logic.
Oh yeah, I forgot. But you tell them, Willie. Tell them they need to be heavily medicated because they're mentally fucked up. Yeah, that's Willie telling y'all that. Go ahead.
I can freely tell you that because I'm medicated.
Well, moving on, because I don't want to get all on that for the 100th episode of this bonus celebration. Thank you all for listening and wondering and popping with us for this long. We're not ending. I'm just giving up energy. So, Ms.Gee, I have a question.
Okay.
Is there, from a listening perspective of the podcast, what are things that you feel we can improve on moving forward post 100?
Okay.
Oh, she cleared her throat. She got a list. She got a list.
She's been waiting for this one. She's like,
oh, this didn't hurt.
No. So the one thing, I know I've said this to you before, because sometimes you over-mention the audio issues. Like, we don't always hear the audio issues that you harp on as an audience member until you say there's audio issues. So, I mean, work on them, but that's distracting to me sometimes because you mention it too much. And is the coughing and smoking a part of the charm personality part thing that you do? Is that a part of it?
Wait, who's coughing? I'm coughing because I'm sick.
No, I mean, Cass. Come on, every episode, Cass. When you're puffing and blowing and getting, I mean, is that part of it? It's like almost like the part of the highly doubted thing is that you're
yes, I have. It's so funny
that you puffing.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
California. What's up? I'm living.
I know. Okay.
Living the dream. Yeah.
I know. I get it. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's.
I try not to cough. I only be coughing when Whitley says ridiculous things, and she catch me off guard. So, and sometimes even when I do cough when she says something, I think it is funny.
Or like mid-hit, like you're clearly just taking a hit, and you're still talking. It's like some cheat. It's like, is this supposed to be like a Cheech and Chong segment? But it's all the time.
If Willie smoked, yes. If
Okay. So then that's part of the time.
Oh, doing the
that's all him.
Whitley, you don't smoke? Anyway, I thought you've never smoked, Whitley?
No, I have. I used to.
You just stopped.
I stopped, and then I smoked cigarettes, and I stopped that. Now I just vape.
Do you vape tobacco?
It's got like 5% nicotine in it.
Oh Lord!
But it's mostly like bud, right?
What is juice? I don't. No, that's a good ass question. I don't really know what I'm smoking.
Oh, Whitley, don't get me started with that. You put
get him, Ms.Gee. Get him, Ms.Gee. She don't listen to me. She don't listen to me.
Smoke, but you got to know what it is.
She don't listen to me.
Listen, man, I can't be smoking them cigarettes no more, and I can't.
No, you shouldn't. Cigarettes are horrible. Cigarettes are terrible. You shouldn't be smoking them. No, but bud, you know what I'm saying?
That shit make me paranoid. I be thinking the room's spinning.
You be. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna let that go.
The room, no, because so back in high school, I think my blunts used to get laced.
Oh my goodness! Don't.
So I would.
That was the thing that was happening back in the day. So I'm I wouldn't doubt him. I'm sorry if that happened, but if you were feeling things that were like room spinning, like stuff that feels like psychedelic, then I would say it probably was laced.
That's exactly what I felt like. I felt like the room was spinning. The colors were like. the dark was like even more darker. I don't know why.
Yeah, it could have been laced because I mean that's like because weed isn't a psychotropic drug, so it should make you feel that way. Even if you have a weird, paranoia is one thing, or laughing, or being weird or whatever. That's one thing. But if you visually see things and hear things, then it probably was laced. They could have dropped some LSD or something in it, something psychotropic. That's what it sounds like to me.
I was hanging out with the Caucasians, so
then fuck yeah,
yeah. That's why I was like, I really feel like it was laced, and like I would literally throw up.
Oh yeah, they probably had a wet willy. Probably had some sherm. A damn. Oh my gosh.
A wet willy.
People.
What the heck is it? What's that?
A wet willy? Yeah, sherm. A sherm stick. You don't know about what is sherm? Angel dust.
Oh,
angel dust.
Oh my goodness.
She done went to Smokey from Friday.
That's right. Have you in a chicken coop? Have you in a chicken coop? That's right. Fucking around with them. That's exactly right.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, but that wasn't no regular weed. We don't do that. Trust me. We Cali folk. We don't do that to you.
Yeah, but no. The podcast.
Oh, I was still talking about what was the problem. Sorry, I'm not done.
Yes. She said she's not done. She's not done.
Yes.
No, but here's a good thing. Okay, so this is kind of a catch-22. When y'all first started and you were on the other platform, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say I hate. That's harsh. The music transitions were problematic. They were felt abrupt and all this, and then I think you changed platforms and that went away. But I think it should have been a healthy medium. Like I like the music. I like a musical interlude. The generic stuff that's there, it's growing on me. But I liked you being able to have musical interludes that made sense. I just didn't like the abruptness of the first part. So I think some of that should maybe come back in a way, just different. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that I would suggest.
Oh
yeah,
man.
The music interludes.
Oh man.
The music was very abrupt. Like it would literally, we'll be talking and it'll just cut us off and go into the music.
Yes, it would.
I wonder if we could fade it in somehow, like have it in the background while we're talking. Just like low. You know how people do podcasts and then they have like the music really low.
So there are ways to make this happen. I have been what's the word? I have been introduced to some new apps and some new tools that could really make the podcast do some of the things that you're saying. So, well, yeah. So yeah, this is all a part of the plan, a part of the the blueprint.
The rebirth.
Oh my goodness! Don't even. I'm excited. So, this is so funny. This is what I said. Wait. Yes. Anything else critique-wise going to the podcast?
No, so I was gonna say no, and I just there was a point where you were experimenting with voices on the podcast, and some combinations work better than other combinations. No matter what, you and Whitley are always a winning combination. Chelsea's a winning combination when she's on there and she's not so acerbic. Sometimes she can be just a little bit like, okay, you're in a mood today. You're in a little bit of a mood today. Not always, but when she was on something. But the chemistry between the three of you is always amazing. Like I said, sometimes, different energies can be different and it gives off a different vibe. So, yeah.
I wonder if we're talking about this. I'm thinking about this.
Oh, because you're directly involved. This is too open of a line for me to be as completely honest as I want to be. But
I wanted. Cass, did you ever post that episode that me and Cam and somebody else? Did you ever post that episode?
Oh no.
Okay, never.
Oh no, I did not. That episode will stay in the archives.
Wow, when I tell you that episode was bad.
So
that episode was so bad. It was bad.
Unfortunately,
me and Cam were texting each other throughout the episode, and we're like, What is she talking about?
So there was an
Was that your girl Valencia?
Oh no.
No.
Oh my, I'm so sorry. We spent 49 minutes and not talking about Valencia. You are also a wonderful addition and contribution to the podcast, because you also did some in between stand-ins. So let's not get that twisted as well.
That's why I mentioned her. Yeah, I mentioned her. She was good. I mean, I wasn't subtle shade of Valencia. Valencia was cool when I listened to her. That she wasn't the shit. That wasn't the shade I was throwing.
Oh no, it wasn't her. It wasn't her.
No, it wasn't her. But just the fact that her name that's just how it popped up. She should have been way mentioned earlier when I was talking about Chelsea and Cam. She was in that rotation as well. So I'm sorry about that, Valencia, if you're listening. However, the girl she's talking about, her name was Mia. She actually had a bonus episode herself on the podcast. I believe it was I forget which episode.
Nia G?
No, not Nia G. Mia. M-I-A.
Oh, Mia. Oh, did I listen to that?
I do not. Well, it's a bonus episode. She had a bonus episode.
And then no, maybe not.
However, we tried to do a episode with her featured on, and the chemistry just did not go the way that I thought it was. Yeah, there was not the. Yeah, it was a learning experience.
Yeah, we had to call Cass after that whole thing. It was like, Cass, what the hell was that?
See.
So there have been great things that have happened, bad things, embarrassing things that we feel great about that we put out, and we will always have our insiders on, especially on certain episodes where the title really doesn't do it justice, and sometimes the title just explains itself. And then there are times where we have a show. we are not putting that out.
There's quite a few episodes that were not posted.
We talk about 100 episodes, y'all. We talk about doing over 100 episodes. If you talk about the episodes that we did not put out, wow, that's a story. And some of them, bad in terms of there wasn't any chemistry. Sometimes people just said way too much. It's wait, we record this? Oh wait, no, we can't put this out. We can't put this out. I said, why not? I just take a day, bro.
What about how many times we did episode 95?
Yes.
Oh my God,
that's another one. That's so for
no, we did that episode like 3 times.
95 of the Highly Guided podcast, really. Okay, when I tell you that thing kicked our booty, you know what I'm saying? Like, we tried to record that like 5-6 times, and it either audio issues.
Or people kept calling.
People kept calling. People kept texting. Like, we were just busy people.
Wait, 95. That's We've Been Spoiled. That was the one about all the video games.
Yes, one that was
the final one.
You had the guest speaker on, and he had come on. He was talking about his video game stuff.
Yeah, but that was not the original.
Oh, okay.
That was not the original. If any, let's just say, as many times we did 95, like 3-4 times, we would have been, because gosh, don't even get me started. Let's not get it twisted. Every time you hear us live and we're doing what we're doing, not saying we be. That's a very rare time where we have those times where we have to record that many times. But it's first take Jake over here. You know what I'm saying? When we get it, we giving y'all the little edits, and we're doing second, third takes like that. How you see it is how you hear it is how you hear it.
But 95, boy, that was terrible.
No, not 95.
I tried recording that in the middle of Steak and Shake parking lot. That was one episode, and then there was one before that one. I was like, there's too many people calling. I was like, you know what, Cass, just scrap it.
No, we cannot scrap. We have to be main timeline. You know, shout out to Loki. We got to be consistent with the timeline, okay? Cannot mess up the sacred timeline.
You got to watch them variants that be coming through.
Oh, Lord, you be watching Loki too? Oh, God.
Of course. Why? How you think the boy watching Disney Plus? Why you did Mama got Disney Plus? That's how we roll.
I thought that was my Disney Plus.
That's my Disney Plus. You don't both our Disney Plus?
Listen, my stuff is out there. Everybody got my stuff.
Get caught up now. These companies about to start coming for you for your money. You better
oh my gosh, I can't even get on Netflix because my mom has a different Wi-Fi now. So it's like, this is not the home. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, come on, give my Netflix back.
See, you better start evicting people off your account.
Listen.
And so also what I want to say, I appreciate you helping me nudge Kes Kim New to get some stamps on his passports. We all have to work in concert because, I felt almost like a horrible mother when I left the country. When I left this country, my child didn't have a passport. Say something happened. I was like, I'm in another country and my son is stuck here in the United States of America. Now that's not the case, but so we need to make sure we are getting my boy out of here so he can get some stamps. And I know you're being instrumental in helping him do that. So
you know how many times I yelled at that man?
I know. Me too.
I said,
getting there.
I said, so now that you got your passport, what you finna do with it? I said, you just gonna have it for show? Like, we're not making no plans.
Well, that is what 2024 is about, right? It's about.
Okay.
Did Kes even tell you that you were invited on this cruise as well?
I don't do cruises, but I think he mentioned to me. I'm not a cruise person. I don't do floating. Yeah, I don't think I'm. Yeah, cruises aren't my jam.
I love them.
I know. I listened. You're a cruise girl. I get it, and I know a lot of people who enjoy cruises, but yeah, that's not my jam.
Oh, that made it sound like you listen to Blackfish.
I don't know Blackfish.
It was what episode was that? Blackfish.
Oh, you talking about?
Oh, yes. You're talking about an episode. Yes, I know. I didn't know the name of it, but yes.
When I was on the Alaska one.
Yes, and yes, indeed, I did listen to that. Yes. So I know you're about it. You're about that life, and you're a good travel person. I mean, you're a good salesperson. You had me thinking. I was like, oh wow, that sounds kind of cool and hilarious. But yeah, no, I can't. I don't like people enough to be trapped on a floating contraption where I can't get off. And nah.
Yeah, my mother just did a 30-day one.
Woo!
And then right when she got off of that one, the next day she got on a 11-day one.
Yeah, I can see the benefit in it. I'm just not wired that way.
Yeah, my mother.
But I'm looking forward to seeing the boy go. Yeah, I saw the itinerary.
Yes.
Saw what y'all saw. Yeah, I think that'll be real. That's good. But even before then, shoot, we might be able to get some. At least maybe just fly to San Diego and we go across to Mexico, go to Tijuana or something, just to get you across, man. Jeez Louise.
That's what I was thinking.
My child, we got to get you. Even if we just go to Ensenada, we're gonna put that. You know what? We'll put a pin in that. We might be doing that for my birthday's coming up. We're gonna do something for that in February.
I'm trying to do something for mine, but it ain't looking like I am.
Look at that. All right. Anyway, here we go. On the sidetrack, we're trying to get Kes out the country. Sorry, son.
I got a question. What was your favorite episode?
Favorite episode from all 100?
All right, top 3 or top 5.
Wow, that's I know. I can think of conversations.
All right, what was your best conversations then?
Because here's the thing, you have to understand when I'm listening, and this is the beautiful thing about the podcast. Like I can be anywhere, I'll remember exactly where I was. Like I've listened to the podcast in Africa, I've listened to the podcast in different places in Mexico. I've listened, so I can like visualize. Like I'm thinking about when y'all were talking. Y'all were talking about some silly stuff. Like, I know it's not a funny topic because people died. But when y'all were talking about the submarine, the people that went down in the submarine, and remember that episode? See, so I distinctly remember because I was in Mexico. It was a hot day. I had my headphones on, and walking around. But there was just comedy. There was just comedy because there was the joystick and there was just so much comedy going on around that situation. It's horrible. People died. It was horrible. But there's something about, I just remember that whole experience, that whole episode is just a vibe for me. So that was funny. Not funny. I shouldn't say funny. It was memorable.
Episode 43, the survivors, the corpses, and the cocaine.
Oh my gosh. See, I didn't even think of the title.
The title had me weak.
That one, okay. We did that. And then most recently, and Whitley, I really appreciate. I really didn't feel like you were calling me a bitch though on the sex symbol episode. I didn't take it personally. I really didn't.
Wait, I called you a bitch?
Prince. There are lots of people who are Prince fans. You said, bitches be loving Prince. Like, I'm sorry, your mom's up there me to call your mom a bitch. I was like, see, I didn't even take it like that. There are plenty of people that love Prince. I didn't think you were calling me a bitch just because you were calling everybody else a bitch.
I was like, oh, wait, oh, no, mama, no.
That was hilarious. I was like, how did I get in it? I didn't even feel like you were talking about me. Hilarious.
Because I heard you got Funkos of Prince and all that stuff. So
oh my God, I've been a Prince fan since before, since I was 7 years old. Absolutely.
Oh yes. Lord, that's something you need to listen to at 7.
Yeah, I was. This is true. I'm not even gonna put the adults around me on blast, but yeah, I was not supervised well, but it's okay. I was mature for my age. And then you all have had so many good episodes, but like I said early on, when with the early on episodes with the three of you, which is always so good. Your conversations and the way y'all were going on Kes, it would just make me feel like I think it gave me nostalgia because it really did make me feel like we're back. Cedar Bark Block, and listen to you all talk. So even though I was far away, like wherever I was in the world, listen to you all just do your thing and interact and be so funny and irreverent at the same time. It gave me a warm feeling just hearing y'all together. Those early episodes, I just really, in fact, I enjoyed them so much. I would be mad, like if Kes was ever late or something happened, I'd be like, shouldn't it be a episode by now? Like that's probably when I was a little more aggressive when I was in Mexico, because it gave me a sense of nostalgia and made me feel closer to y'all. So it was really,
I was gonna say, me and Chelsea will always argue.
Y'all would go in too. Oh my gosh, but it just felt like normal. It just felt like how y'all would do when y'all were together, yeah. But not like I was in there with y'all. How I would imagine it would be when y'all were together, because that's
exactly how it'd be. Us all three of us arguing.
And I love it. I loved y'all as friends for like just the energy, just all y'all's energy really works for the sense of humor. The thing that used to frustrate me, and I appreciate Kes, hearing me out and then responding right away. Like when y'all would talk about stuff and be like, I need to look it up, and y'all was going off dingleberries. I was like, y'all are on the fucking phone. Google the information you're talking about and have this data and stat, this statistics and information. And I would really, kind of go in on Kes about stuff. If he said something, I felt like it just sounded really, really not intellectually sound. I was like, you need it, right? And he'd be like, yeah. And I just noticed whatever has happened since then, y'all be on like, wait a minute, let me get the data. Wait a minute. Both of y'all are on it. Like, wait a second, let me pull it. I can tell y'all pulling it up, reading the article. We can talk about the reliability of the sources later. However, you still have the information and the data. So I appreciate that. Because before it was like, listen, I listen to podcasts. I listen to people, and y'all not sounding like authorities. I need you to sound like some authority, and boom, then it changed, and it even got even better. It just got better. So yeah, that's a good.
What is Kes called? The boys in the back.
Yeah, the boys in the back. Let's not come on now. We not gonna take the curtain off. We're gonna keep it magical. The Wiz is still back there.
Yeah,
boys in the back.
Boys. Hey, them boys in the break, man. Them boys in the break, they've been working hard, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Boys, that's right.
They ready for their vacation. They ready for their vacation. They ready. This they last hoorah. They've been faithful and loyal and adding different dynamics to make sure the podcast sound what it sounds like. So yeah, them boys in the back, They listen. All
Sound-
hands on deck.
Sound like Cass got multiple personalities. He talking about himself.
The unsung heroes.
It's the ones that make the podcast pop. It gives it all
That's
that
right.
pizzazz and all that spizzazz and all that hoofla. You know what I'm saying? It's the reason why it gets on all of your streaming platforms when you listen.
Better give them boys a raise.
Shit. So, but yeah, no. Any other episodes that really touched you, Ms.Gee?
Y'all put me on the spot. And I said I was gonna review a bunch of stuff so it'd be fresh in my mind. We're coming back here, but I don't know. I can't.
Oh, let me tell you the trifling thing Cass did.
You know what I was gonna say? Of course, I have this even slipped my mind. Some of my favorite episodes, of course, some of my favorite episodes, of course, are when you and Kyle are on there, right? Because Kyle, as a guest, well, actually, let me put it like this: when you were with childhood friends, we have guests, so we're not talking about the co-host, but we have guests like I would say Kyle coming on, Wesley coming on, and what's brother from across the street? Kasim, brother Kasim, right? It just feels like, because I like those shows because they bring out another side of you that's not just the general host. It's like they bring out the nostalgia, they know some parts of you, but Kyle, for his own individual wealth of knowledge, right? Because it's you all doing your nostalgic thing, but then Kyle's gonna come with the business and the advice and the insight that's like, damn, get out your notepads and pencils, because he's like on some life quest business. So all of those for sure. Wesley the same. Wesley is an incredible mind for like politics and current events, but he's so diplomatic. Y'all will try to put Wesley in the corner, and Wesley be like, yeah, I'm not sure. Then he gets really wholesome. I like those that energy. And even though Cam's little brother, wasn't there someone with Cam's little brother?
Yeah, Seth was also.
Seth. Good perspective. I like the it's about the personality, like energy that comes. If they can come and vibe and add something to the Highly Doubted podcast platform, then it works, because y'all already got it together. KQ and Whitley got it down, right? Got it down to pat. So when other voices come in, like, Whitley Chelsea doing her thing, Cam coming in, different people coming in. But so long as the formula is solid, when you add different people to the mix that are really smart and funny and that guy, the
comedian,
the guy who was
the comedian,
differently able, the differently able comedian, he was talking about him and his, oh my God, that motherfucker was so funny. That was so funny. Please play that again. I need to find that one again. He was so flipping funny. I think I listened to that. I don't listen to episodes twice. I think I listened to that one twice because he was so funny and so good. So it's like when you get really good people who vibe with you.
Oh, we forgot about Mulatto.
Mulatto, yeah. So she was a gaming friend from Fortnite. We had our share of podcasts, which was the home. Well, no, she first got on with the Fortnite Killer, and that was episode 62. And then she didn't. She wasn't with us. Was she with us with the Home Depot baddies?
Yes,
she was with us with the Home Depot baddies. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so Mulatto was also another voice.
I think she was there for like 3 or 4 of them.
She was there for 2. She was there for 2. I see 2 right here. In turn, she probably.
I think that was a Triple X.
Oh Lord, she was on a Triple X episode.
I think so.
Oh my goodness. See, this is where me as a host has to be like, oh my gosh, which one was she there? Which one? Oh Lord, was she wasn't on this one, was she? No, thank goodness. See, there's just so many things that we talked about on a Triple X segment where I just be like, who else did we invite in this filth? Like, we should not have done that. Like, why did you agree to this? But no, so far I see 2 episodes with her. Most definitely. The Triple X episode, Boys in the Back. Yes. And also, that was Adonis Concierge, episode 66.5, The Uncouth Truth.
Adonis, because I loved his name. That's right, baby. He was hilarious.
Adonis, yes, he
was the one that could get away with because he's differently able. He was the one that could make them kind of jokes,
mm-hmm.
It'd be okay. He was good. Mm-hmm. He was funny. He was real funny.
Yes, he definitely is he definitely a good friend of the podcast, and he definitely wants to get back on. He definitely DMs the podcast. Like, yeah, when y'all get back on, ready to get back on. What's up? And I said, hey man, listen, we got things coming, and when we get it together, you definitely on the list, don't you? Definitely. He's like, all right, I'm waiting. Highly Dotted podcast. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's right. He did mess up the name.
We talked about it. It's all good. He knows. It's
Kes sent me. He was like, "Look at this. Look." I said, "Did he just say that?"
But see, part of me feels like he did it on purpose. That man can read.
I got one that's very traumatizing, and you know exactly what you did.
Wait, what? Say it again.
I said, I got one that's traumatizing. You know exactly what you did, and you did it on purpose.
She's talking about episode 51, which is white beef. That is, and that's so interesting that you bring that up, because that's where I started really putting custom pictures to really give us more of a pop, as you will, in terms of what we're going to...
Ma, when I tell you he scared the living shit out of me when I got that notification in my phone...
I know.
I called him immediately, and he answered. I said, "Why did you do that?" He said, "I didn't think you was gonna be up." What do you mean you didn't think I was gonna be up? Why would you post that?
And this is the kicker, right? If you listen to White Beef, then that was obviously one of the topics. But we also talked about what was it? We talked about Justin Bieber and his wife and how she was doing things that Selena Gomez was doing, and that's what I categorized that as white beef, and that's where the title came from. And Whitley was like, if that's what you did, you might as well just took a picture of Justin Bieber and Selena or his wife. And I said, that's corny. Like that's too direct. Like, come on, let's flip it up. Come on, white beef, scream, what they talking about? Look at the topics. Ooh, white beef. That is white beef. Use your brain a little bit. Think about it.
Nah, man. When I opened that notification, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna kill him.
And honestly, this is where I'm sorry, but this is where your reaction, which I'm gonna say.
He knew it was coming.
The 80s. I'm be honest with the number. 87% of me felt like you were going to do exactly what you did, and I was like, But then the other part of me was like, this is really interesting because I think I can really keep doing this, and that's why the next episode with Wesley and Cam, Shake Off the Podcast Rust. I put Howard Stern there, and I was like, okay, yeah, I like this. Let's keep it going. Yeah, test tube, baby. Yeah.
No, my other favorite episode is the Papoose episode.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna hold you down. No, that's not it. I'm gonna hold you down. No, what's that one?
It's Wolf in sheep's clothing. 83.
Wolf in sheep's clothing. Oh Lord. Why do you like that one?
Because that's you, man. That you Papoose, yo.
I'll be coming for myself. They did be coming for you, son. They be coming for you. But I stay out of it because that's your friend. That's your friend circle. I stay out of it there. They be coming for you.
Well, see, you have one more episode?
I'm scrolling through right now.
Look at you scrolling. Yeah! You got to scroll for that.
Of course, the chair, what happened to what?
Throw the hat in the hair. Yeah.
Yeah, that was throw the hat.
When the hat goes up. Night. Yeah, episode 75. Wow. Look at that.
I mean, and did you make the connection? Did you let your audiences make the connection that you had literally been there a month before, like literally in that same spot?
I believe I did.
because that was kind of huge. Because as soon as I saw it on a TV, I was like, wait a second. Is that where Kes had his family reunion? Like, what, Alabama? I was like, wait a second. Like, the exact same place. So that was very serendipitous to me, like the cycle of things. I was like, wow. Because I never heard the place. I wasn't thinking about Alabama in that sense ever. All I knew was that was your family reunion was there. You posted all the pictures, the riverboat, all of that. And then, boom, like a month later, the chair incident. The chairman of the board incident occurred.
I'm gonna tell you right now, when Uncle Kyle and Auntie Kim came down to the house, after we gave formalities, the first thing they said, "Did you see Alabama? Did you?" I said, "I know, right?" Like we still we like us family who was there called each other. We still talk about like, yo, I know, right? Like, so yes, it is constant, and we always laugh about it. And if anything, what my uncle say? Oh, Auntie Kim's like, man, I would have been in there. I'd have been there fighting. No, you're not. Here come my uncle. No, you're not. No, that wouldn't happen. No, that wouldn't happen. No, I would have got in there, and that wouldn't happen. You can't hold me back. I'm gonna get a chair and I'm gonna hit somebody. No, you're not. You gonna go in the back. You gonna sit.
Who said that?
Huh?
No, Aunt Kim didn't say that.
Well, Aunt Kim talking about fighting. Yeah, she like, I'm going in there.
Oh, I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
See, and that she was like, no, she was like, they lucky that we wasn't there. Because if we was there, then I would have been down there, got the chair, and I would have got in there too.
That's the first lady at a church.
Uncle Kyle,
that's the first lady.
No, you're not. No, see, no, you're not doing that. No.
See,
I would have grabbed you.
That's hilarious. The first lady, when she's gonna take off her hat, take off her church hat, put some Vaseline on her face, and start scrapping. I don't believe that.
Take off them shoes? What?
Come on, Sister Kimberly McKinney was not gonna do that.
See, you say that because that's the family reunion, but the proximity to that hotel to where they live is literally like 30 minutes. So that's home.
That's hilarious.
So with that, but yeah, that was a topic when they came out here and we were talking. So yeah.
Oh, and that Jada and that Will love y'all were kind of harsh on Will and Jada. If I do say so myself, I was trying to pull back on that one because I was trying to remain neutral. But yeah, y'all went in. You was kind of harsh on little bitty Jada.
Listen, that woman's the devil.
I think you're confusing me with Whitley. Yeah, I think
right. That's right. I'm sorry. It was Whitley who was going.
Yeah, I think you're confusing me with Whitley. However, I do feel Whitley, but I think my whole thing with Jada is, let's just say from a kid's perspective, from a young boy's perspective, and the only thing I know about you, Jada Pinkett Smith, is you being an actress and how you are displayed as an actress between conversations of young boys in locker rooms. You heard, and the whole thing of them and Will being together from a superficial standpoint, being a young teenager, going through those years of just that Jada that Will loved before J. Cole said it in the song, that was something that us kids really used in conversations when it came to relationships and people were doing good. Like that was a thing in our circle, right? So growing up,
open marriage, because y'all steps had an open marriage. That's why they're like, yeah, they out there freaking. We want a marriage like them. They rich and they out there freaking, and we want to be like them. That's what y'all was thinking.
I ain't never said I wanted Jada and Will love.
But see, we live hindsight's 2020, and that line is toxic. That line is toxic now. But when J. Cole said it, oh my gosh, every man was like, yeah, I want Jada too. I want Jada too.
I don't know that line, but I thought you were going to the or maybe I forgot about because you were still alive. The Alicia Keys song, Unbreakable, right? We could act out like Will and Jada, like Kamara and Russell.
I forgot that was in there.
I was like, damn, all them couples. Or something like Bill and Camille. I was like, damn, Alicia, you were striking 3 strikes, you're out.
I forgot.
You all remember that song, right? Unbreakable.
I do remember that song.
I do remember that song.
I do remember that song, but I went like that.
Yeah, and then I said the only ones that were real there, she had to talk about James and Evans. I said, okay, you talk about Bologna, you got to go to Good Time. She had to go to some make-believe shit. I said, but these real people you calling out. I was like, Will and Jada Russell and Kimora, Bill and Camille, no, and hell no. So yeah, we ain't playing that song no Unbreakable. And it's called Unbreakable. That shit was breakable. So but y'all,
That was breakable.
See, if y'all would have had a call-in line, I was gonna call in for that because y'all didn't mention it. But anyway,
see,
pass.
You know what? I want? That Whitley and Wayne love. That's that real shit.
The WW?
Whitley and Wayne. Dwayne from different worlds.
Oh, Whitley Gilbert and Dwayne Wayne. Okay,
yeah.
I was like, wait a second. They're talking about yourself. Yes,
no, that's
true.
No, I'm named after her.
You're named after Whitley Gilbert? You're that young?
Yeah, I'm named after her.
I love it. That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. I'm so old. I'm old enough to be your mother.
Yep, that's what I was named at. That's why I was like, why does no one ever quote Bill?
Because we knew in real life that he was dating Cree Summer. So we knew that was just acting.
It was still good love.
It was the best to this day. It's the best.
Yeah. So
that's my favorite. that sitcom was one of my when he broke up the wedding. That was my favorite part. That is my classic. I would still watch that scene, just that scene alone.
Me too. That was Papa Pope.
That is him. He stormed that wedding.
Baby, please. Yeah, that's the powerful scene.
Yes, what was your favorite?
Yeah, Cass.
Wonderful question. Such a wonderful question. Every episode is my favorite. No, I'm sorry. Guys, while y'all was having y'all conversation, I was definitely scrolling like you was scrolling and everybody else was scrolling. I'm looking and I'm just like, oh my goodness, look at this. My favorite episodes, I don't have a list. I just will go down the line when I see it. I know that everyone, I know it to stop because it's like, okay, first things first. The first episode that really hits my heart really was number 5, Birds of a Feather, right? That was the one that really made me like that was like the first like heartbeat of a podcast in my brain. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say 1 through 4 was 1 through 4 were cool, you know what I'm saying? 1 through 4, I had my homeboy Profeta, had my homeboy Pat, you know, and then I had an episode in between myself, but it was really just it was the incubation, right? So number 5 was where we just naturally did what we did, and it was like, oh my gosh, what if? That was the first what if. What if this is a thing? What if we actually do this podcast for real and we like pushing numbers? Like, what if we actually consistent, right? And so episode 5 was where I really felt that. So that's one. The next episode that really hits me to my soul definitely is let's see Strong Boys episode 22, because if correct me if I'm not wrong, but you were with me in Florida. Yes, that was Kyle's. That was when I was at Kyle's wedding, and you came out to drive. I want to drive out to see your boy, but that was a podcast weekend, and I was planning on podding out there in Florida, and you said, "Nah, I'm gonna pull up, see my man, see my homie." You know what I'm saying? Pull up on him, see what's good. You know what I'm saying? Chill with him, eat some food with him, pod with him. I was like, "Oh shit, there's a live pod right here." You know what I'm saying? If Chelsea would have came with you. But that was a close personal one to my heart. These are real symbolic episodes, really. You know, content in terms of what we were talking about, you know, is content, but just the story behind these episodes are really the ones that makes the list. Let's see. Next episode that really gets me going. 27, Balenciaga bullshit. I like Balenciaga bullshit because that was the first time where I think we were really like having like a surface level, for us, we were having a surface level type of conversations about things and stuff. Balenciaga bullshit was the first time I think we really started to argue. Like you and Chelsea really started to get it. Because of the topic of the Balenciaga topic about the children and the whole sexual attire for children and the toys and stuff like that, and the ways that y'all went about it was, y'all was talking about what y'all was talking about, and it was really entertaining. And I was like, no, this podcast is amazing. Like as a listener, I was like, yo, this podcast is dope. I love y'all. So episode 27 was definitely a great one. Survivors, the survivors, the corpses, and the cocaine is a good one for me. I definitely like that one. Just off of the same reason what Ms.Gee said, my mama said, because that was as she was enjoying listening to that episode. I think I enjoyed doing that episode. If Whitley could agree, like I enjoyed that one. That was really funny. Just talking about that was hilarious. Kasim, all the people who are on the podcast, like those are always my favorite episodes when people just came in and just gave their 2 cents, just gave their time to just want to talk that talk or introduce themselves or branch themselves out. Like I always appreciate those. So all those bonus podcast episodes are near and dear to my heart. Let's see. Boys in the back, I know it's a lot, but y'all gonna get it right, because I know y'all gonna get it right. Flatten the Curve is a great one. I love Flatten the Curve. Episode 69 is a great episode. No one will ever listen to it, and you have to be on the paywall. You have to listen to it. You have to be a subscriber. You have to pay for that episode, because that is just revolting, but it is awesome. An awesome episode.
We have a very funny story about that one.
No, we don't.
No, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear it.
No,
it's
not bad.
La, 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 la. I don't want to hear it.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not off the wall. But that is Kess's new nickname for my little cousin.
What is it?
Flatten the Curve.
Okay.
Because it wasn't properly. It was behind the paywall, but she had what is it? Premium? Spotify Premium? So she was able to listen to it. So she heard the first couple minutes of it and she turned it off. And I was like, don't listen to that one. So now when Kess is on the phone with me, she's like, is that Flatten the Curve?
And the butt of this joke really is because that was her first episode that she listened to on the podcast. And I was like,
wow.
I was like, geez, Louise. So that is, I am not KQ. That is my name, episode 69. So, I would say episode 70, Celebration. That was the start of Road to 100. And that was... that was me doing that was episode on shrooms, and that was a really dope episode. That was a really funny episode.
Wait a minute, what episode is this?
This is episode 70, Celebration. This it was very spontaneous. It was literally on the fly. It was a pod day. I explained it in the episode. I explained myself. I messed up and I didn't hit you guys up. I forgot to tell you guys, and it, for all intents and purposes, it looked like one of those days where I didn't hit you all up, so it was no podcast, and y'all just said, all right, no podcast. So I didn't even bother to like hit y'all up late, because I was like, I already missed the window, so I'm just going to do the podcast.
Wait, you know what my favorite one was? The Lizzo one.
We Are Family.
Yo, Cam had me dying in that one.
Yes, Cam, the time that he was here, he shined brightly, especially in those pockets of the topics. Yes.
That one had me rolling. I don't think I could breathe with that one, because I was just dying nonstop.
Again, that's when I remember exactly where I was. I was in Mexico, walking down the street I had never been on before. I was experimenting. It was early in the morning. And yeah, he was talking all that trash about. I remember exactly where I was, looking at the mall, looking at cars. He was dogging Liz, talking about health. Yeah, I remember that. I remember where I was. Yeah. I don't think I laughed very much though. I didn't laugh very much, but I do remember it.
But yeah, I think like those are the ones that really highlight. I mean, have their own little separate stories, but those are the ones that I think really shined a bright light. Really, I might go back and listen to it, just laugh and chuckle at certain topics. See, I don't want to be all specific and stuff, but I will say the one In the Trenches Part 2 really hit home with me and Sierra, my childhood.
Oh yeah, UNCC, that was good too.
Yeah. Isn't that the one with like the throwback picture?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
In the Trenches, yeah. Part
That's what
2.
you got to throw back. You got a picture of UNC, so you could have thrown back even earlier than that.
I could have, right? Yeah. See,
but I don't think Cece would have wanted to see her picture in them little pantyhose she had on. Every time I see that picture, I'm like, she was still so Southern, right? Still so Southern, wearing little white pantyhose. Sorry. I mean, she was only like 4 or 5. So anyway.
Oh, that's deep. That's a long time.
Yeah, they were little.
Yeah, so no, like it, just as we're just talking and reminiscing about the episodes. I mean, they're all just a dope experience in themselves, and I just am happy to just have created this. Like it really just. It's an accomplishing thing, like creating a project, like having an album, and you finally put all the things together to where the product is. Well, you've been working on the product, obviously. It's a little different from podcasting, but you've been building something. And now, you're at a point where the milestone is reaching 100, and you have content to just to push. So yeah. I think the episodes, those episodes I talked about earlier, were definitely dope in my opinion, and how they had their symbolic bonding with me. But other than that, all the episodes definitely are dope in itself. And for all you listeners, and if you're new here, if you're just listening at 100 because you're just here and be here at the party, if you're first listener at the party, we're just wrapping up all the things about our episodes. But there's a bunch of things here that really do just are timeless. They're timeless episodes. These are timeless episodes. You can listen to them anytime, anywhere, no matter how old or the topic is. Sometimes there's things in the topic that really are timeless. So yeah, that's my thing. That's my take. That's my take.
Oh.
Alrighty. This is the end of the road. And we can love. Yeah, I know the words, like I said before. But yes, this is the end for now. This is the end, but we will be back eventually after this vacation.
And 2024 is the year of the dragon. The dragon doesn't come in until February 10th. It's when the Lunar New Year starts. But 2024 is the dragon year. So I don't know what your Chinese astrology is, where you are, what animal you are, but figure out what your relationship is to the dragon and be ready.
I think I'm a rat.
Are you a rat? I'm a rat.
I think. Hold on. Let me look.
If you're a rat, that would mean I'm 24 years older than you? No, 72. It's every 12 years. Can't be 24 years? No, it had to be more than that. No, maybe not.
How do I? Years of the rat. How do I search? Like, what do I search? I need that book that you got, Cass. I need that. You know what book I'm talking about, Cass?
Yes, the book for my 25th birthday. That's about
the
me.
Birthday book.
Yes, I need one of those. I gotta figure out where to find one at.
We have to order it. What's your birthday? Give us your when's your birthday?
January 18th, 95.
Oh, shit, I'll get you one.
So
oh my God, January 18th. That is why your birthday is 2 days after Daviana Tarpei's, and the more time I spend with my darling Daviana, Capricorns, y'all different. Y'all different. I don't know a lot of y'all, but now that I know y'all, y'all different.
we special.
Oh, you are. You really are. And oh my God, things are starting to click in my head now. You are like Daviana. Oh my gosh. Yes, just princess behavior. Oh my gosh.
Wait, I'm not a princess.
It's a princess like Mulan or Moa princess, not like a Disney princess. Like,
I'm a pig.
Like Vantage. Oh.
You're bored.
Okay. Yeah.
They say the year the boar. Yeah, that's yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought I was a rat.
Yeah, no, you're close. You're close. Here's the thing. It depends. Oh, wait, January 18th. You know what? You may be. Look at that. You know what? You might be a rat. A boar is right before us, but it depends. January 18th. It depends on when the year you were born, the Chinese New Year was, because it could be anywhere from January 18th to February, whatever. So you have to look at that year. What year were you born?
It says if you were born in 1995 before January 31st, you fall under the Chinese zodiac sign of the dog. What? Okay, wood pig?
Okay, so then you're a dog. Yeah. Because January's iffy. And those of us in January and February have to look at our year because it depends on when the New Year happens. So you're actually a dog?
That's what it says. Then another one says wood pig. A boar?
What's the wood boar after the day? It depends on what day was the New Year that year.
I don't even know what I'm looking at. I don't know what I'm looking at.
I'll look.
I don't know what I'm looking at. This is
we will figure out. We will change that.
Kess is like, how do we get on this?
Guy, and most likely we will not be here for Don't Hoi Fai Choi in advance.
What year did you say you were born again?
95.
Oh, 95. So I guess.
Oh no, this is need you to identify as all the things that you need to be for 2024.
2024 is going to be a great year.
For all intents and purposes. Oh, yes, go ahead.
I don't know when we're going to be back, but if we have our plans, we have plans, but I don't know if it's set in stone if that's when we're coming back. Me and Kess have to talk about that.
Yes. And, now I can say what I wanted to say at the top of the podcast or at the end of the podcast. It's funny because I was talking how when we're done with this podcast, indefinitely, we'll be back. We're taking on vacation, but we're going to have our Saturdays. We'll have our Wednesdays and Saturdays back, right? And I was like, oh, what we're going to do for Wednesdays and Saturdays? Well, we would just say we're going to do for Saturdays because that's when we pod. And I was like, we're podding. Or those days can turn into beat up station. Every Saturday at 7:30, me and Whitley get on the phone and we just talk about how we're going to build the podcast.
Good to have a plan. That's a good plan.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to having a Saturdays back.
Listen, I got some stuff to work on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2020.
So no, this is a respectful, appropriate. What am I trying to say? I keep saying vacation because it is vacation. We gonna be out.
Hiatus.
Hiatus.
Yes.
This will be a hiatus. This is a hiatus, and we will definitely have a bunch of podcast episodes just pumping out, just in terms of what we've already had, for your viewing pleasure. So yeah. While if
they're lucky, I was gonna say, if they're lucky, you'll do the Leslie Jones thing, and maybe watch do a videotape of you watching your video, like a reaction to the in real time or hindsight. You know, if it's something that happened. Anyway, I don't want to like produce your shows for you in real time, but that could happen.
Oh no, I'm open.
I digress. Whitley, you are a wood dog. It's the year of the dog.
All right.
Yes, just because when your birthday falls, if you're January 1st through the 30th is actually the year before. It falls into the one before, so you're a dog. So don't let anybody, even though the 95 is the year of the pig, it doesn't happen until after February 1st. So you are a dog. Woof, woof.
I'm a dog.
Yep, you're the dog.
That Gucci's on. I'm a dog. I'm a dog. I'm a dog.
Well, yes, he did say that. Yes, he did say that. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
But yes, but can I take this time and just say again to you all to give you both your flowers. You all are young people with lots of things going on. You have lives, you have work, you have your social lives, you have your personal lives developing, and you're taking time to commit yourselves to something outside of yourselves that's bigger than you, that, you know, is building a following and that contributes to the culture and to the community in a way that will live forever. So I'm very proud of both of you. I enjoy it very, very much. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep, you know, being authentic. You know, I don't love hearing my son say nigga all the time, but you know what I'm saying? It's the world we live in. If the nigga got to say nigga, the nigga got to say nigga. I don't love it. I don't love it, okay? But I do appreciate you all out here doing it. You know, your voices are appreciated and funny and thoughtful, and I'm proud of both of you. I'm proud of both of you. You should keep doing it, and just, yeah, I love you. I love you both, and I'm proud of you both. So do the damn thing, y'all. Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. I am done. I'm finished. I'm final. I ain't got nothing else. Really? You got anything else?
No.
All right. Well.
This is it. Hey, you know what's that part? Out of the box so long. Fair.
So long. I don't want to say it because after I say it, I gotta go. But the music, you know, this is like that part at the Grammy part. Like, I know the outro has been playing for a long time. It's like, all right, wrap it up. Come on. No, we shall drag it out as long as we can. All right. Episode 100 has been great. It's been wonderful. It's been awesome. We are going to be taking this hiatus, but we're definitely going to be working on the podcast to make it better and back. And when we come back, we're going to be popping. Just know it. And everything that we've done will always be on all these platforms: Spotify, Apple, Google, YouTube, Patreon. And just saying this now, because it's going to happen when it's over in terms of this episode. But moving forward, you will definitely see bits and pieces of our podcast on TikTok. Yes, TikTok. I am not. I'm done. I'm done fighting it. Fine. We are going to be on TikTok. We are going to be heavy on TikTok. We have so much to give TikTok. So let's just see what TikTok is going to do. That's just the big one. That's just the one that everybody is gonna. That's everybody's on. So that's where we gonna be, and that's where we gonna show up. So as well as what we've already been on, which is Instagram and YouTube and YouTube, Facebook, things like that. So it's just spreading it all out, infecting the people with the holiday spirits, holiday New Year spirits. So yeah, that's just really what it is. And I enjoyed all of it, every second of it, all the way from from July 19th, 2022. Okay, so it has been a pleasure to start the airwaves from that day to, you know, have this wonderful milestone right here in front of me, and also working on to give y'all more. So it's a great way to end 2023. It's a great way to build to 2024, and we will be back. We will let you guys know. But I am your host, Hey Cute Dog. This is the Highly Doubted Podcast, and we are out of here. Peace.
I feel like you want to cry.
I do.
Happy New Year, y'all.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye. Happy New Year.
Bye. Happy New Year. side.